What's going on, folks? It is James, and we are back reviewing another project of mine, almost finished, for S.OH.S. episode 4, called Quadruple Star Your Album. Usually I just cover notes on every recording off an album, so I'm going to get straight into the track listing, starting with Track 1, Quadruple Star Your Album. Okay, so this is an intro skit I came up with naturally, and I just made it even funnier over time, adding on to it. Basically, the intro is a game show with a game show host, asking a variety of contestants who are responding to what album covers mean, and I'll leave the rest a surprise. Track 2, Don't Trust Hollywood. This was a strong cut, which I can explain in many ways. As I say, it's the perfect song detailing how exploitive and denaturing Hollywood is, but let me sum it up perfectly this way. The impact of Hollywood on just urban culture alone is like what the porn industry does with petite white chicks and huge black guys, which that ain't right or organic, player, nor do many women want that, unless they are A, inverted, or B, perverted of sorts trying to fuel their lust, because there's every type of person out in this world, especially slut types. Track 3, because Billboard says so. Alright, so this is a track displaying how corporate influence just ruins music or the craft of album production as a trade, because urban culture, or maybe it's just overall music in general, honestly, has gotten so saturated nowadays that there's more disposable pop trash than ever, which is thanks to Billboard chart positions that don't always showcase great creatives with epic integrity anymore, unfortunately, because Billboard bottle feeds brat creatives on a company label roster that pays top dollar to have their songs played, whether they're good or not, using funding or resources as a paywall, essentially, which is a reality when finances and politics dictate your album, not the content you worked hard filling said recordings up with, folks. As I say, my education about corruption and the inner workings in the record business is very encyclopedic, so I'll leave it at that. Track 4, The Fakest Drops. This is a funny skit I came up with when driving my car one day, hearing some shit about hip-hop on a radio station months ago. I didn't turn it off right away, so I was laughing thinking, yo, why don't I make this into a skit about these generic-themed whack cats with cheesy songs that get released every few weeks or months, which I could care less about, because you know the drill. Quadruple Star Your Album. Track 5, Staying Power. This is one that I hold near and dear to my soul, because hard work is good for the soul if you have staying power. That is the most important thing, right next to struggling to build sweat equity. So pour time into those and your foundation will grow, just as mine has since 2018. Not exponentially, but I assure you, enough micro changes can cause a tipping point, which I will leave this on a quote. The one who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the one doing it. Track 6, Chill Pills. This is the instrumental single for the album, and I kind of made it just messing around one day, uninspired after hearing a sample. Then I thought, what can I give fans so they can relax? And I would say taking some chill pills helps after a stressful day, or any day really, so take some and don't be a lame deer or square. Word up. Track 7, Unbreakable Teflon. Okay, so this was a banger I felt that was quite epic or hardcore in its own right, but I didn't want it to be the single, because if your tracks are powerful enough, they'll speak for themselves as you build your catalog up like every Pastime Great did. Anyhow, I got inspiration to make it after reading something in a book about a guy who never received even a parking violation or got caught doing any criminal activity in his lifetime, yet still was a smooth criminal, blurring the lines of legit and illegitimate business, like all of the individuals who are unbreakable Teflon out there. So with this song, I salute every last one of us. Track 8, Lyricism. This is a very raw, uncut track where my character, Sinderella Mann, breaks down lyricism, starting with the actual definition, then gets to the actual legit part, which cats heavily lack through what they're saying, because not all be making their flow interesting or creative, and that is the biggest flaw of all. Track 9, Acceptance Speech. This was a funny outro skit that I thought was a solid way to finish an album by just giving a speech, telling off some sore losers, past or future, and acknowledging my listeners who join me at some time, plus I hope are fighting the good fight during this beautiful struggle called life, like the man Talib Kweli rhymed. Anyhow, that's all, folks. Be sure to give the project a listen in the following weeks to come, plus check out the instrumental single, Chill Pills. So until the next episode, we gon' rock it till the wheels fall off. Hold up. Hey, so if you acting too bold, take a say. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey. And all the real hip-hop heads know what comes next, folks. So rest in peace, Nate Dogg. And this has been James, aka Spinderella Mann, who's gonna sign out, leaving you with the new single, Chill Pills.
Enjoy.
You got to chill. You got to chill.
You got to chill. You got to chill. Got to chill. You got to chill. You got to chill.